welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Valentine's inspired makeup look, and it's this brown cut crease eyeshadow look, which is perfect if you don't have a defined crease in your eye already naturally. This is gonna give the look of a really defined crease, and if you do, this is just gonna define it even more. And I paired it with a bold red lip, so if you guys are interested in learning how to do this, just go ahead and keep watching. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a primer, and this is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And kind of as a second base, and just to eliminate the veins and discoloration on my eyelid, I'm going to add some concealer, and this is the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. The first color I'm going to take from the palette is Coconut Cream. And I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid with this brush that came in my Naked 3 palette, and I'm going to use the fluffy side to apply it all over my lid. So using the same brush and the same side of the brush, I'm going to take the color Peanut Butter, and it's just a tan brown color, kind of orange color, and I'm going to take that on my brush, and I'm going to apply this on my crease and a little bit above my crease. I'm going to take this color all over my eyelid. I'm not going to stop right here. I'm going to go all the way into my inner third of my eye. And once you've got kind of like the basic shape, it's not going to be as intense, the pigment. Just keep on blending it, and then once you want to add more color, again, draw the line and then keep blending. And I'm going to be using this same brush to blend, as well as this BH Cosmetics 6 brush. So I'm just going to be alternating between these two brushes. I feel like this makeup tutorial is really focused to kind of make your crease kind of like a cut crease look, and I feel like if you have kind of eyelids similar to mine where you can't really define the crease, I have kind of like droopy eyelids, so I feel like with this makeup look it kind of enhances your crease and makes it look like you actually have a crease. That's why I really like this look. So now I'm just going to go back to this brush to darken that color. And this is going to be like our transition color, so really blend it above your crease but also into your crease. So now with this brush, this came in my Vice palette. It's kind of the same shape as the previous brush I was using, but it's less fluffy and a little bit more defined. It's this brush right here. And I'm going to be picking up the color Truffled. And I'm going to apply this again, similar technique, but I'm going to focus this more just in my crease instead of going above. Now I'm going to go back into the brush from the Naked 3 palette and blend that out. And again, I'm going to be alternating between this one and the BH brush. I picked up a little bit of the peanut butter color on the fluffy brush to blend the transition color with the crease color. Next, I'm going to continue on with the brush from the Naked 3 palette, but I'm going to take the flatter shader side, and I'm going to be using the color Butter Pecan, or Pecan, and I'm going to apply this right into the center of the lid. Now I'm going to take this more precise flat shader brush, and this one's from BH Cosmetics as well, and it's the number 11 brush, and it looks like this. And I'm going to be taking the color Peanut Butter again, and I'm going to apply this into the inner third of my eye as well as the outer third of my lid. And I'm just going to use the BH Cosmetics 6 brush, and I'm going to blend this out. So those are the eyes completed, and I am going to be adding eyeshadow to my lower lash line, but first I'm going to go ahead and conceal and apply foundation. The foundation I'm going to be using is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation, and I'm in the color Natural Buff N3, and I'm going to be applying this with my favorite I'm going to be applying this with my favorite brush, which is the Real Techniques stippling brush, and I'm just going to add just a small amount onto the back of my hand. Oops. That's what, like I can't control how much I put into my hand because there's no pump, but there it is. Oh, I forgot. I already moisturized my face, but I'm going to be applying a primer, and I don't really use primers. I just don't see the point, but I'm going to be trying this one out because I got a sample from Sephora, and it's the Cover FX Face Primer. Breaking out so much lately. I'm still really sick. I'm like recovering from a cold, and I feel like my skin during my whole of being sick, I just broke out so badly everywhere. It's horrible, but at least there's foundation and concealer. I'm even breaking out on my double chin, like. So for concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use my favorite concealer. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be using my favorite concealer, which is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. And I'm gonna apply that under my eyes, if I can open it. And I like to apply this in like a triangle shape under my eyes. This also helps with highlighting. I'm gonna apply some onto my forehead, on the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and just like right on top of my blemishes. think these are the worst ones. Yeah. I was gonna use my beauty blender, but it's so dirty. But I usually like using my beauty blender for concealer. And at first I didn't really like my beauty blender. I didn't see why everybody was so in love with it, but I think it's because it's just a hassle to use because you have to keep washing it. And yeah, I think that's it, because every time I use it, at first I wouldn't use it damp. I thought I could just get away with using it dry. But once you apply water to it, it makes a huge difference. And it really makes the whatever you're applying to your face, concealer or foundation, look like your skin. But it's just annoying because every time I use it, I have to wash it. And right now I think it's just stained. But yeah, so I'm just going to use my fingers right now. I'm so mad because if you watched my vlog that I posted a couple weeks ago, you know that I film at my grandma's house. And so I bring the makeup from my home and I forgot my Anastasia dip brow. So I have nothing for my eyebrows, like no products for my eyebrows. So I'm going to be using an eyeshadow. And I've literally only used eyeshadow or a powder for my eyebrows like twice in my whole life. So we'll see how it goes. I feel like they're just gonna look really natural, and I really like them to look bold and like dramatic all the time. So we'll see how this goes. Or you know what? First I'm gonna apply eyeshadow to my lower lash line. So the color I'm gonna be taking is Peanut Butter. That's like my favorite color from this palette. This palette I love and I use almost every single day, but my favorite color that I use, even if I'm just like using a different palette, I'll still use this as like a transition color, is Peanut Butter. I love this color so much. So I'm going to take the same brush, the Naked 3 brush, and run Peanut Butter all along my lash line. Yeah, with the same brush, I'm just going to go ahead and take Truffled, the color I used on my crease, and I'm going to add that to the outer third of my lower lash line. And I'm going to take this brush from BH Cosmetics. It's the 7 brush, and it's similar to the 6 brush, the fluffy brush I was using on my eyeshadow. But this is a little bit more compact. It's not as fluffy as the 6 brush, and I'm going to take that to blend out the two colors together. Okay, so now I'm going to do my brows, and I'm really nervous. So I'm going to do this off camera because I have no idea how this is going to go, so wish me luck. So there are my brows, and they're not horrible. I just love my dip brow pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I don't know if I'm just used to like really dramatic eyebrows, or I'm just not used to applying like a shadow to my eyebrows. But I mean, it's okay. I use the color Puddin' from the chocolate bar, and I did have my brush for the pomade by Anastasia, the 12 brush, but I don't know why I forgot my dip brow. So I think they look okay. They're presentable, but I don't know. I'm just not used to this. So I forgot to set my foundation, and I'm going to use the Stay Matte by Rimmel, and applying that with my Real Techniques blush brush. Next, I'm gonna use, I'm such an airhead. I forgot to apply mascara. And for this look, I don't really want eyeliner, but you can use like a little cat eye or whatever you want. But I'm gonna first curl my lashes, and then I'm gonna apply mascara. So I'm gonna be applying a couple coats of the Telescopic Mascara by L'Oreal. I'm gonna add a couple coats to my top lashes and also to my lower lashes. For highlight, I'm going to take the small shader brush that I used to apply the peanut butter onto my lid, and I'm going to be taking Butter Pecan right there, and I'm going to apply it into the inner corners of my eyes and onto my brow bone. So now I'm going to use bronzer, and I'm going to use this one by Sephora, and I'm going to take it on a BH Cosmetics 4 brush. It's just this small dome brush, and I'm going to apply this kind of like as a contour and bronzer at the same time, because sometimes I feel like adding contour and bronzer can be a little harsh. So I'm just going to take this into like the hollows of my cheeks, but blend it out kind of as a bronzer as well. And to bronze my face, I'm going to use the same bronzer, but I'm going to be taking it on a 1 brush by BH Cosmetics. It's this big fluffy brush that's kind of like a paddle brush. It's not just round, it's a little flat. And I'm going to take that and bronze my forehead. And I'm just going to focus it more on the temples of my forehead. Okay, and for blush, I'm going to use this NYC, this NYX blush in Mocha. And I'm going to take this color on a 5 brush by BH Cosmetics. So for lips, I'm going to start off by lining my lips with this BH Cosmetics lip pencil, and it's in the color Spiced. And for lipstick, I'm going to be using this one, which is like one of my favorite lipsticks because of the color. I love this color so much. It's in the color Adora from the Kat Von D lipsticks. And it looks like this, and it's a red, but it's, I don't know, it has like a sheen to it. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to fill in my lips with this lip color. I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter, but I'm going to use the Butter Pecan color from the palette, and I'm just going to apply this. First, I'm just going to apply some on my nose with my finger. And then for my cheeks, I'm going to use, I'm going to use this brush. It's the e.l.f. pointed foundation brush. And I'm just going to apply a small amount to the tops of my cheeks. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And if you guys have any requests, again, just leave those in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in my next video.